deep down, there's this wound within you where you feel unworthy and undeserving of support. And yet you are the one who supports everyone else. Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Brenda. I have a channeled message for the collective. I have a message for you, the one who is so used to doing everything all by themselves, who is so used to being the strong one, the capable one, the one that people lean on, the one that people can turn to and call to when things are rough. But who holds you? Who holds the one who does all the holding? And I'm here to tell you today that I've been hearing this message all week long. You can do it by yourself, but you don't have to. And I've been hearing that on repeat, like this message from God just telling me, you can do it all on your own. And my love, you have, and you've done it well. You've done it with grace. You have done it with poise. You have handled situations in your life that have tumbled others, that have set others off track completely. And yes, while you may have fallen, you've always gotten up. When you have had those times where you did not know where you were going to pull the strength from, you found the strength. You created the strength. And you showed up not only for yourself, but you continued to show up for others, even when you had nothing left to give. And that's done. God doesn't want that for you anymore. God doesn't want you to not have community. God doesn't want you to be the type of person that everyone can rely on, but who do you rely on? Because having God and your angels, your guides, the universe, all of these things that you pray to and that guide you, that is the highest thing, of course. But you're still a human and you still like to go out. I'm sure you enjoy having social plans every now and then and having people who check in on you, who say, how are you really? And are ready to hear the answer and don't want you to chalk up some, cliche response of, I've been good. I've been okay. Some days are better than others. I think right now what the collective really needs is to be witnessed, to truly be witnessed in the mess, in the unbecoming and in the becoming. Not only in the destination, not only in the moment where you've, packaged it all up and you're ready to show up into the world again and you're strong and you're confident and you know what you have to say. You deserve community when you don't have that. You deserve community when you are not put together. You deserve people who see you and love you unconditionally. Because I know that the type of person, the person that I'm talking to, is not the kind of person that shows up when they feel like they're not the kind of person that is willing to tell people the reality, the real truth, the real messy truth of where they're at in life if they feel like they're going to be met with judgment or if they feel like they're going to be met with somebody who wants to fix them or project onto them. I know you. You are the kind of person that desires and deserves a relationship and a friendship and a community of people who see you for you and love you for you at your best, at your worst, and in the in-between, and on the mundane. Like I know that the person that I'm talking to, you are the kind of person, you are an alchemist. You are the kind of person that turns pain into art. You go through heartbreak and you make a song about it. You go through family trauma and you create poetry from it. You've gone through some of the most unimaginable things and you have turned that pain into purpose, into service, into wisdom for other people to consume. Who feeds you? Who is feeding you? Who is pouring back into you? Because you don't have to do this all by yourself. And again, I know that you can. I know that you can, and I know that you have. But it's gotten so heavy. And those burdens, I keep hearing like, You do not have to carry burdens and stories that are not yours. That is not what God wants for you. God doesn't want you to be this emotional dumping system. God did not call you to be everybody else's dump. God did not call you to be everyone else's emotional processor. That is up to them. That is off of your hands now. You can take that off. You can put that down. You are not here to make other people happy. You are not here to be palatable. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be expressed and to be experienced and to be witnessed in that expression. And so I've been feeling recently like I've been having such a hard time crying. And so the other day I started to cry and I was in the car and I was weeping, like bawling, really bawling for the first time in what felt like forever. And I felt in that moment that all I desired was to be witnessed. So all I wanted was to be seen. And then it sounded so silly and so egotistical and childlike and cliche. But I just accepted it. And so I called my sister. And I called her and I'm crying and she pans the camera and she's with I have two sisters. Both of my sisters were there and she laughs and she jokes. She says, "Did you call me just so that I could watch you cry?" And for a second I thought, no. And then I softened back into it and I realized that I'm allowed to want that. I'm allowed to be soft and vulnerable and messy and not have anything to say or to give. And actually, I'm coming here to receive. You deserve friendships where people go, "Did you call me just to cry? Did you call me just for me to watch you cry?" And you say, "Yeah, I did. I did call you just so that you could watch me cry." You deserve someone to watch you cry. I just heard that. You are the kind of person that does not cry around others easily. It takes a lot for you to cry about your own pain in front of other people. You like to talk about your pain once you've processed it and once you've alchemized it and once you've risen above it. And that's okay because you are the alchemist and you are the guide. And we need that wisdom from you. We need you to go through the depths of hell and come up with wisdom. But we can also be down there in hell with you. Like, oh, I'm feeling so emotional. Like, you deserve to bring us down into the pits of hell with you. I want to go there with you. And I know that those who love you, that those who see you for you, they want that too. The people who really love you are not afraid of you. They're not afraid of your depths. They're not afraid of your darkness. They're not afraid of your shadow or your emptiness or your loneliness. They're not afraid. The people who love you, the people who are coming into your life, the community, the soul tribe that is magnetizing itself to you now is the type of community that holds you in everything, that is there to witness you in all of it. For example, I went through a really, really hard breakup within the last year in February. And I just retreated. I didn't tell my best friend that I had broken up with the father of my children. I did not tell my sisters. I only told those people who I had to tell, which was my mom. So I was going to go live with her. And so my life, I felt like I had nothing to give. I felt like everything that I'd ever wanted for myself was in the trash. Every value that I'd ever set for myself, I wasn't living up to now. I was a single co-parenting mom when everything I'd ever preached was union and doing everything together and family and that, like family structure. And when that broke and when I had to leave, when I chose to leave, I didn't think that I could show up for my friends. I didn't think that I could show up for my family because I wasn't strong, because I had nothing to give. And I didn't have it figured out. It was so messy. It was so unknown. I was in like this deep, dark void. And so I just went perfect hermit mode. I did not talk to anybody. I did not tell anyone anything. Where did that get me? Not being able to cry, not being able to fully express myself and feel soft. This pattern that we have of hiding when things are not okay has to end. When I ended up coming out to my friends about my breakup and the things that I was embarrassed about and how my life looked like the opposite of what I had ever expected my life to look like, they met me with love, with trust, with unconditional support. And I know that you might not have always received that. And I know that when you go through hard times and you open up to people about it, I know that you don't always receive that level of support that I received. But I also had that level of support available to me the entire time. And I went almost a half of a year suffering in silence because I did not think that I was worthy of being supported when I couldn't support. When I was ashamed, when I was embarrassed, when I didn't think that I was, someone worth looking up to or a leader, when I didn't feel like a leader, then I couldn't show up for my community. I logged off of Instagram. I had a pretty big account on Instagram and I was a relationship coach. And when my relationship broke, I just felt like I was a fraud. Like everything that I had pushed for the last 5 years of my life felt fake. And even though I knew internally that that wasn't the truth, I didn't know how to be imperfect in front of people. I grew up in a way where I was so used to being perfect, and I know that you're the same. You grew up in a household where you had to hide your pain, where you had to show up and be perfect, where things did not have to be done good. Things had to be done right. And you developed this persona that believes that they are not worthy of support. Plain and simple. Deep down, there's this wound within you where you feel unworthy and undeserving of support. And yet you are the one who supports everyone else. And yet you are the one that carries the burdens of everyone else. The song is coming up for me right now. Have you guys ever listened to the song from Encanto with the big sister where she's like it's like basically saying like give it to Lisa, she's the strong one. No one ever asks her if she's okay. No one ever asks her if it's too much to hold. Anyways, I forget the name of the song, but if you know what song I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm saying. You are the kind of person that no one checks in on you. No one checks in on you. I feel that. People are so used to you checking in on them, to you being the strong one, to you being the one to reach out and to be like this emotional support animal for 100 people. But who is your emotional support animal? Who is your tribe? Where are your people? Where are the people that mother you? Because you're out there mothering everybody, making sure everyone's got a jacket, making sure everybody's got what they need. And who's making sure you've got what you need? Because I know you do, and I know God does, but you deserve community, real flesh and blood human beings, people who can hug you and kiss you and tell you that they're proud of you and that you're doing a good job and watch you cry and laugh and say, this is so silly that you called me to watch you cry. And you say, yeah, it is so silly, isn't it? This human experience. We need validation. You are not less than for needing validation. Our brains literally grow through being witnessed, through being validated. Like when a child says a word, they say mama, and the mama goes, yeah, baby, Mama. That back and forth, that face-to-face connection of the baby and the mom. That baby doesn't need the mom just because she's food and water and warmth and comfort and safety. She needs the validation from the mother. That baby doesn't just need the community because the community clothes her or feeds her. She needs the community to see her. Because when you are seen, when you are truly witnessed, when you are truly experienced, when you let people see who you really are, and that you're not perfect, and that you're not put together, and that maybe you don't have an answer for this one, and that you don't know what's next, and you can't even help yourself right now. How could you even think about giving them advice? And they don't expect anything from you. And they give you time and they give you space to figure yourself out and to become this new version of yourself. You need and you deserve, and they're coming, people who come into your life to witness every stage. And the message for you is that these people are on their way. The question now is, will you let them in? Will you allow people to witness you? Will you share your story, even if it's halfway through, even if it's not completed, even if it's the rough draft, even if you have just one line and you scribbled it off? Can we see it? Can we witness you in this unbecoming? Can we witness you? Can we witness you? Yeah. And I think that's really it. I think that's really just the message that was on my heart this whole week. That you deserve community. You deserve support. You deserve people to watch you cry. Yeah. And they're coming. This is this message that I've just been hearing, like your soul tribe is on its way. And all you have to do is allow yourself to open up to the deservingness. You have to open up to the reality that you are deserving. You have to allow yourself to open up to the worthiness of being witnessed. Because if when you were a child, you had to run and hide when you cried, and if you got hurt, you got in trouble, or when you wanted support and you needed somebody to lean on, there wasn't anybody to lean on, you internalized that and you learned over time that, yeah, people can lean on you, but you can't lean on others. And that's not true, not anymore. And we thank that part of ourselves that held us through all those times that we had to retreat and that we felt like we had to do it alone. And just give yourself just a moment to just say, thank you for holding me when I had to do it alone, when I was scared, when I was 7, 10, 14, all those times, 26, all those times that you had to live your life and go through a scary, deep, dark, shadowy season, and you felt like you had to do it alone. Just give love and grace and forgiveness and acceptance to that version of yourself, but let them know that that is not what we're doing anymore. It is safe to open up to community. It is safe to be held. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be witnessed in the mess. We want to see you. We want to know what's going on, even if what's going on isn't glamorous or good or something you're proud of. You deserve to be held even in the moments that you're not proud of yourself. You're deserving of being held in your mistakes and your shame and your guilt. Yeah. I love you so much. I am wanting to create a community on here. That is the entire reason why I'm on here, because I'm trying to bring you guys off the screen and into real life flesh. I want us to touch. I want us to sing and dance. I want us to cry and scream and throw things and howl at the top of our lungs and just be human and be raw and be together. So I'm creating this community. It's called the Intuitive Women's Collective. It is a community for women who are ready to go deeper into their intuition, deeper into themselves, into this wisdom that lies within their wombs. But this time they want to do it together. They want to do it with other people. They want to be witnessed. They want other women surrounding them who are going through similar things. And this time around, they're not hiding. This time around, they're going to allow themselves to be witnessed in the good and the bad and the moments of hardship and addiction and loss and heartbreak and grief and death and betrayal. We are here to hold you. And so if that's something that you're interested in, type down in the comments IWC, Intuitive Women's Collective, and I will get you in the list. I'm going to create kind of like a wait list for those who want to be a part of the group. It's going to be free to start, donation-based only. Give whatever you want to be a part of this group. But I'm just so grateful. You deserve community. I'm here to create that with you and for you. And I'm here to tell you that there are people in your life right now that want you to open up and that will love you unconditionally when you do open up. Just open up to them. Be willing to let them see you because they want to. Mwah! I love you all so much. Thank you again for watching this video. I cannot wait for next video. I love you with my whole heart and my whole butt. Bye.